What's up, guys, and welcome to my channel, Philly in the Philippines. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping in, checking it out. Consider subscribing. If you're a returning subscriber and a super subscriber, welcome back. Yesterday was a very interesting day. That's basically all I can say. In the afternoon, we got a knock on our door, and it was the barangay. They said they are here to ask for Brian, my wife, or no, my live-in partner's name. And I said, why? What's this for? Why do you need to know her name? And they said, well, we are here on behalf of the D.S.W.D. They were basically the errand person to contact and get this information. D.S.W.D. is Department of Service and Welfare Development. So we said to them, well, why do you want her name? What is this for? And they didn't know. They couldn't tell us. They were the errand boy trying to get her name. And I said, well, we want to know what it's for. You know, why? And basically they didn't know, so they left. So we're like, holy cow, why is D.S.W.D. knocking on our door? What's going on? You know, am I under investigation for something? Is Louisa under investigation for something? You know, because we run a YouTube channel. Is there something there that they found and they want to do an investigation on me? So, you know, we're a little nervous. And I said, well, let's go try to find out what's going on. So we went down to the D.S.W.D. office down here in Angeles City, right behind City Hall, and walked in there and explained to the woman what was going on. And she said, you have to go over to the barangay and talk to the barangay, since they were the ones that came to your house inquiring about this. So we left there, went over to the barangay. Barangay said, oh yes, that was us. We were just on a mission from the D.S.W.D. in Angeles City. Go back and speak to this gentleman. They gave us his name. Went back to the D.S.W.D. over at City Hall. Spoke to the gentleman. He said, yes, I got a contact via email from the Region 3 D.S.W.D. office, which is in San Fernando. They contacted me and wanted me to get your wife's name, but they didn't say why. I'm like, okay, this is kind of bizarre. I said to the gentleman, I said, you know what, tomorrow, which is today, we're going to head up to the main office and talk to them. He said, okay. He goes, here's the contact information you need to go to up there in San Fernando. Just give them this information and they will take care of you. So like, all right. So, you know, me and Louisa were like, you know, wow, what is this all about? We're nervous. You know, D.S.W.D. comes knocking on your door. They're not coming knocking on your door to say, hello, greetings from us, have a nice day, Merry Christmas. They're coming knocking on your door because they want something or they're inquiring about something. And me as a YouTuber, I hear all these horror stories, you know, D.S.W.D. is going to come knocking on your door if you do this or you do that. And I'm thinking, okay, why? And, you know, I'm a little nervous. You know, I had a little hard time sleeping, and like I told Lud, I said, we don't know what this is about. We can't get all worked up until we know what this is about. And you know, every channel out there, even my channel, they just have pure haters, pure people that are jealous. They will say they're not, but that's all it is. Always saying, I'm going to report you to this, I'm going to report you to that. So I'm thinking, did somebody report me for something? Did somebody make a false report? I'll get into that towards the end of this video. So this morning I woke up, I said, let's go get breakfast. Went down to Tequila Reef, ran into like 5 subscribers that just got back here to the Philippines. And hey, how you doing, Philly? Great to see you. Thank you so much for, you know, vlogging while we were away. You basically made our day, letting us know what was going on. So it was great meeting you, subscribers, and I continue to meet them now that tourism and people can return. So we left there, and went up to San Fernando, Region 3 D.S.W.'s main office up there. Get in there, people very friendly. We're here to see, these people, we were told they want to contact us. And, you're a little nervous because you don't know what it's about. Are they going to throw cuffs on me? Are they going to haul me away? Are they going to throw cuffs on me? We don't know. So the gentleman comes down, he goes, I'm going to go up to the office. So we get up to the office, and we're up in the office, and pulls out chairs, sits down, makes us very comfortable. And he says, the reason I called you in is, did you ask people to give you donations for a grandmother of your wife down in Sherigao? And right away I'm like, oh man, because you hear all this, oh, you're not allowed to collect money unless you're a charity, and you hear false information. Let me say that again. You hear false information. So, I'm like, I'm not going to lie to this dude. What is lying going to do if, he's seen the video and everything? And I said, yes. I said, on my channel, I asked people if they would, mind volunteering out of the kindness of their heart. If not, that was okay. If they did, that was great. To help out, rebuild my wife's grandmother's house that was completely destroyed in the typhoon that came through. And he goes, okay. He goes, that changes things. I'm like, well, what do you mean? He goes, if you demanded people and, you said, you better give me money to help these people and this and that. He said, that's a different story. He goes, but you ask people to voluntarily give, not demand it. And I'm like, okay. And then he clarified with, look, is your grandmother down there? Yes, that, and explained to her how her house was destroyed and the community and everything like that, and the barangay. And then he turns and he says, and this still, he says, how can the D.S.W.D help your grandmother and the barangay that was devastated and destroyed by the typhoon? And it kind of took me by surprise, and kind of I don't know, it's like, how can a big agency want to help the little people? You always hear of, these programs helping out big cities and big barangays, but now they want to help the little people and the little barangays. And it just, when he said it, it just got to me, And then I said, we talked a little bit, and then we had asked, well, how did you hear about this? How'd you hear about me and, me asking for relief and help for my wife, my family's grandmother? And he said there was somebody in the main office in Manila at the D.S.W.D, the main office, that happened to see my video. And to that person, thank you. Thank you for not just kind of blowing over it and just whatever. Thank you, because they were the ones, the main office in Manila was the one that contacted Region 3, which is the region we live in, that D.S.W.D, and said, track this guy down and find out how we can help. And I'm blown away. I'm just blown away. People love to bash other people and hate on other people. Like I was saying, people, I'm going to file a report. I'll file a report. Make a false accusation. When you make an accusation and you file a report, you got to file your name making a report, and you better hope you got a solid claim, not just a claim to try to get back at someone because you don't like them, because they might have said something and done something. You better make sure that that claim is solid, Because if it's not solid and it's found out that you made a false report, that same person you made that report on, a Filipino, they can turn around and they can file a report on you for defamation of character. And guess what? When you file that report, you got to write your name down. You have to write your name down. And they will file it back on you. And then guess what? Now you're going to be the one in the hot seat. But yeah, I mean, like I said, we didn't know. We didn't know what it was all about. There are other YouTubers out there who did take it upon themselves also to raise money, to get people to volunteer, and donate to help feed these barangays in these areas that were destroyed by the Typhoon Odette that went through. You see it, I seen it. Channels out there that for months straight were going out and they were showing, listen, here's where this money's going. We are showing, we are feeding, we are helping. They were working directly with DSW agencies, local PMP, local barangays. They were working directly with these agencies. Then you had others out there that went out, big channels now. These are big channels, bigger than my channel. And we're getting donations. And you might have seen them do like 1 or 2 tiny little feedings. And you know, they got a lot of money in donations. And who am I to judge, right? But doesn't it look kind of suspicious if 2 months ago or a month and a half ago, you were getting donations on a big level, showed a few tiny little feedings, and then a month or 2 later, you're buying a new car. Who am I to judge? But it does look very, very suspicious. Why didn't you buy that car months ago? This is how people think. And you can't blame people for thinking like that. But yeah, that is what's going on. The D.S.W. agent that we dealt with in San Fernando, he said he is going to write a letter of recommendation to the D.S.W.D. down in, I can't think of it, Siargao Island. They're going to contact the people, the D.S.W.D. that are in charge of handing out building supplies and food supplies and just living supplies in the area where Lut's grandmother is from. She, a very tiny little barangay, one of those barangays when you ride through, it looks very run down. It is very run down. People don't have much. But you know what they have? They have good hearts. And they have good souls and they have good spirits. And things still aren't back to normal where they live. Yes, in your bigger cities, because a lot of help went to the bigger cities. But when you get out still, people are still homeless. People are still living under a piece of plywood. People are still scavenging. What they're doing is they're basically learning how to live with the situation they're in, hoping things will get better. And you know what? I also want to thank you guys, my subscribers that did help out, did send a little bit to help out, and all of it, we are trickling it down to them. Why do you say trickling it down? Because her uncle and her brother are not buying right there in the area they live because the cost of lumber and stuff is so expensive. They are actually getting on a boat, a friend's boat, that's letting them use it, and they're going to a different island, and they're buying so much at a time and then bringing it back. But yes, you guys, thank you so much. So like I said, you know what, that's great. That D.S.W.D. is I don't know, like, would you say stepping up to the plate? But D.S.W.D. is definitely going to, you know, they're looking out for the little people. And once again, thank you. Thank everybody that supports our channel, supports us, supports in what we do. And I guess that's it. And tomorrow's a new day. And but like I said, I wanted to share this information with you. So we'll talk to you guys later.